Yo.
Hello?
It's the Bright Idea Sports Show coming at you live on a Thursday night in Atlanta. It's raining, but we here.
We here, y'all. What's happening?
What's going on? I'm one of your co-hosts, Kevin Washington.
It's me, Marcus Collins, here tonight.
And this is our first time having a date on a Thursday night because we've been doing remote for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we got back together tonight.
The man crush is on in effect. How's your week been so far?
Oh, man,
brother?
it's been good, man. A lot of stuff been happening, man. It's been a crazy week for sports and finishing off football season with the Super Bowl. I call this the dark era coming up here. You know, I got to get myself together for some basketball.
Yeah, basketball. But it's going to be a good summer because we got the Olympics.
Yeah.
And we got XFL.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe I'm going to watch a little bit more WNBA, too, so we can chat about them guys.
Yeah.
So I think last time we met, we were getting ready to go into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was
it.
it.
Yeah.
So we have crowned ourselves a new champion.
Yeah, man.
The Kansas City Chiefs. What you think?
That was an interesting game. You know, being at the party, it was hard to watch it, doing the most, but
He's talking about the Liggins brother ultimate Super Bowl party.
But being, coming home and watching the replay a few times, I kind of was able to see it was a pretty interesting Super Bowl. And, what they've been saying is pretty much right. Kyle Shanahan, once again, blows another championship.
Yeah, he definitely did that. He I mean, it's a repeat. That's all you can say.
Yeah, he had him.
He got cute.
He had him. He went away from what works. It's hard in the NFL these days, seem like, for these coaches to be true to what they actually do. Mm-hmm. And you saw that with the 49ers. You're talking about where the play action game is a part of our game, but you got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get that time off the clock, brother.
Yeah, I mean, he gave him a lot of opportunities to do what they did. It was a boring game up until the third.
Yeah,
it was It was kind of status quo. I thought it was going to be a little bit more bang for you.
The 49ers defense was handling Patrick Mahomes, man. I mean, they were keeping him in check.
They got 2 picks.
Yeah, they were doing their thing.
Yeah, they did a good job.
One thing it showed me, you got to have a mobile quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You got to got a quarterback that's innovative and meaning being able to take chances, and you got to have that confidence, man. I mean, you hear what he was saying on the sidelines and saying they're gonna talk about this forever. He talking in terms of, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna win this game, and I think a lot of quarterbacks are missing that type of motivation, man. Because when your leader is talking like that. That kind of gets you started. And I see a lot of NFL teams that don't have a quarterback that's like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, he definitely is a confident kid. Kansas City, I went with the Bears and all the people that didn't pick him prior in the draft. I mean, would it have been the same? I mean, the Bears play calling sucks, but I mean, this is Andy Reid's
No, I think if he had went to the Bears and played with Allen Robinson and
he get it to
and
him.
Miller,
yeah,
I think
would they have set him for a year, let him learn, and then bring him in like the Chiefs did?
Nah, they needed a quarterback immediately.
Yeah, see, that's the best thing. He got to sit and learn, and because he already had the skill set. I mean, hell, he can throw a runner, he can throw sideways, but
yeah, he did his thing on that, man. But the 49ers, Jimmy G going from throwing 8 times in the conference championship to throwing 31 times in the Super Bowl. I don't agree. I think they should even get rid of the MVP of the Super Bowl because it seems like these coaches try their best to get the quarterback to win the MVP. Mm-hmm. And in this case, it cost San Francisco their chance, even the Falcons. It cost them a chance of the championship because you want the quarterback to be the savior of the team. Man. You want him to be the MVP. See what you have when you have to do that, bro.
Kyle Shanahan has got to have a terrible taste in his mouth having the same thing happen again.
Ego, brother. Ego. Ego. That's all it is. What it tells me is he didn't think that he lost the game for the Falcons in the Super Bowl because he did the same thing.
Yeah, same exact.
He was blaming somebody else for that. He was saying that somebody else lost that game for the Falcons. They had to ran my plays like I told them to. It would have been all gravy. No, Kyle, that didn't work, brother.
Not at all. Not at all. And Jimmy managed the game enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I had a feeling Kyle Juszczyk was gonna get a touchdown. I was like,
man, you talked me out of picking Juszczyk, man. He don't do nothing but block. I knew he was gonna do it, man. He was ace in the hole, man.
Hey, man, I didn't win. I think I won $1 or something.
That's the guy that won $64,000.
He had
Juszczyk in there.
As a captain?
No.
Oh, just in the.
Oh, the captain all day was Williams. That was the winner one.
Oh, yeah.
45.
64,000. That's nice. That's nice. So the Chiefs had their parade, as you saw.
It was crazy.
Patrick Mahomes can drink some beers. Him and Travis Kelce.
They can.
They was knocking down Miller Lights. I zoomed in on a couple of pictures. They was drinking Miller Lights. On the Bright Idea Sports Show, we drink IPAs.
We drink IPAs, baby. Craft beers.
We don't
drink no Miller Lights.
I drink some Miller Light when I go down to the T sometimes. Not by choice. Not by choice. Crazy thing happened on the parade, bro. I guess y'all seen the pictures as they scrolling through. The guy that broke the parade line and made it had a crash. I mean, you think he was drunk?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. He was towed up from the floor up, buddy.
Man, that was hilarious. I was trying to find that video that you showed me just a second ago.
Hey, man, the guy he threw the pass to and he ran into the parking meter, man.
Oh, yeah, that was great. That was great. I wish you could see that video. Where is it? I don't even see it.
That was wild.
Is that it
that
right
was
here?
wild.
Yeah, I think this is it right here. Oh, we're going to show y'all that later. That'll be part of the
and
part of the jokes for the night.
They said only 100,000 people showed up to the championship celebration in Kansas City. I'm like,
compared to the Royals?
Compared to Toronto, who had 3 million people.
Well, that's all. I say
that's a bigger city, isn't it?
That's all they got in Toronto.
And that Blue Jays
basketball. I mean, as far as basketball, that's a whole country cheer for them.
That's true.
Versus
a town, a city rather.
Yeah, that's a city. I mean, that's one city that's got a.
But I was happy they won, man. I mean, 50 years, that's a long time to go without a championship. Big up to Andy Reid. The guy hadn't won the championship, and he finally got that monkey off his back. I think we'll see Patrick Mahomes and crew back in this Super Bowl if sometime soon, maybe next year, maybe not, but I think they'll be back.
Okay. I think they will too. I mean, they get the monkey out the back. Now you can play freely.
And and last year they were 1 game away. Yeah. Patriots, that whatever that
D Ford lost again, huh?
Yeah.
D Ford couldn't get it. He thought he was gonna come in there and get one. I found the video that Marcus was talking about. Hold on a second, let me pull it up so y'all can see it. So.
Hey y'all, this is crazy.
All right, hold on, let me cut to it.
I was looking at it.
This guy, so give us a preface what it is, Marcus, before I hit play.
So they riding on the float and a guy is looking for a pass from Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes draws back and throws the pass, and the guy's running to get it, but he didn't see the parking meter was right there in front of him.
And there's the prelude. Here it is. Here we go. Come on, girl. Pump. Why she ain't working? There it is.
There we go.
There we go. Oh!
Oh! Hey, he laid out like he had died.
Let's zoom out when he hit it. When he hit it, that was great. That was great, man.
He had it. He was going for the touchdown on that one.
That definitely was great.
Between that and the guy falling out the tree, man, those were the two best scenes in the car chase. But
yeah,
two best
the car chase started it kind of off.
It did.
But when you just showed me that video, man. Dude, he just laid there and he's like, yeah.
He was like that. Oh,
if he was drunk, that didn't hurt. Ooh. If he was drunk, that did not hurt.
Not then. But it hurts right about now.
It hurts in the morning. It hurts in the morning. So shout out to Kansas City Chiefs, your fans, loyal, 50 years. The wait is over.
I'm glad somebody knew one too,
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be definitely that because it's been a while since 49ers won it too, right?
Yeah.
When they win it last? 98 maybe?
Yeah, something like
around there.
Yeah.
Before that's when the Patriot dynasty started coming. So shout out to them. Look forward to NFL draft and coming back and hopefully, Falcons, Falcons making some moves, stuff that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Jobs
on the line.
Yeah, they got rid of Vic. They realized that ain't gonna work.
Yep.
I heard my man from the Rams wants to come to Atlanta.
Ooh.
Fowler Jr.
Really?
He played for. Apparently, he was coached by Dan Quinn
In Seattle?
somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah,
It was Seattle.
He wants to play for him. So
Okay.
that might be our edge rusher. You know, hey, it might be something to look forward.
But they
to.
got to worry about the salary cap right now. They got like 8.8 million or something
left.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
They got to make some moves, man.
All right. So in other news, keeping up with the issues with the loss and sudden death of Kobe Bryant. Yesterday, was it yesterday? When was the interview? 2 days
Yesterday.
ago? Yesterday. Gayle King decides to come out and kind of question Lisa Leslie, put her on the spot, really. Put her on the spot and ask her, how she felt about her friend being convicted of sexual assault back in 2003, 2004. So, I mean, I don't know if y'all know how the Beehive works, but there's a new hive called the Kobe Bean Hive that does not care. Like, you're not going to get away with that.
Nah, man.
So here's the question. So she was talking to her. She said, she says in an interview, it's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004, King asked in the interview. It is said, is it complicated for you as a woman and an NBA player? So Lisa Leslie, if you saw the interview, her face was kind of a little crooked. She was like, she responded by saying that Kobe's not that kind of guy, never been like that. Like, he's never been like, Lise, go get that girl or tell her to send her this. She told Gayle King. She said I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe, he was never like that. I just see him being the kind person that would not do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. And then Gayle came back pretty quickly and said, Lisa, wouldn't you see it? Though, would you see it though? Pretty much like, how can you tell? So it kind of put Lisa Leslie. I don't think she probably thought that interview was gonna go that way, but a clip of it got out and it got real crazy.
Yeah, man. Once again, like Bright Idea Sports was talking about last week, man, this guy just passed away, and y'all really need to respect his family, his wife, and his kids that are still alive, because just like I was watching TV with my family and Entertainment Tonight comes on and it's the first thing they talking about. Now, what if Kobe's kids are listening or watching watching a show or some TV just on in the background, playing noise, and this is what's coming across the screen? You want to talk about a sexual assault that he didn't even get convicted of. Man, let this man rest in peace. His legacy has nothing to do with that sexual assault, period.
At all.
Now, here's the analogy to this, or pretty much putting yourself in the same situation. Whoever's listening to this tonight, if you die tomorrow, and the first thing that we decide that we want to say about you guys is the 5 worst things you've done in life, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel as a person that you just passed away, and the first thing out of somebody's mouth or they want to ask about is the 5 worst things you've done in your life? That's the thing that I'm saying. And what really takes it to the next level is that, being an African-American, media don't treat us with a fair swipe. I mean, we're portrayed in ways that a lot of other ethnicities are not portrayed. Gayle King, you're adding to that narrative by bringing up things about this man who has passed away, something he wasn't even convicted of, but he's done so many more great things that it still comes up. You do have a choice in this as journalists to not talk about this and be respectful of his family.
Yeah.
And I think that every journalist that's bringing this up, or even all the guys on ESPN, that's a bunch of crap. You guys are being disrespectful, and what goes around comes around, and you leave this earth and a person start talking about all the stuff that you've done, then you gonna feel, your family feel some kind of way that your name getting dragged in the mud. Have the same respect for Kobe family, man.
Please do. I mean, that's just, number one, they found out on TV, people texting them, like, it's just they can't even grieve in peace. And I'm glad Vanessa's kind of staying behind. I mean, she probably can't even come out right now, but just seeing stuff like that, like, it kind of, makes her, she wants to have the good stuff. She took all of all that stuff that was outside of Staples Center. I don't know where the hell she's gonna put all of it, but she took all of it. I mean, it was like 1,300 basketballs.
Right.
I mean, maybe the kids, they'll put it up in the Mamba Center or something like that, but I just thought that was just bad timing. And then on top of that, I mean, I'm an African-American man. Marcus is too. Like why everything got to be negative?
Right, man.
Like, the guy did so much to negate that. I mean, if you go and delve a little bit more into the story, what happened in Colorado, if you wanted to, I mean, the lady that accused him had a questionable background.
Right.
It's just, I'm not saying that sexual assault's not right at all, but I'm saying, like, it's a lot of hearsay. And for him to get out of court without being convicted, it had to be something with that story that made them think that, and then went to civil court with it. But,
that's right.
But, we got up on the website, we put on there, is Gayle King right to question Kobe? So if y'all go into the poll and check it, we'll see what comes back from that. But please let Kobe's it's too fresh. It's too new.
Yeah, man.
It's too new. I wish I could play what Snoop said, but y'all go check it out. Uncle Snoop with the scarf on, fresh off
early this morning, I heard.
Yeah, very early. He probably wasn't even sleeping.
I was like,
he even asked permission. He said, "Can I do it?
Can I call her? Can I do that?" But Kev, the thing that Snoop said in his clip is really what I've been trying to stress since Kobe passed away, and I was tripping that the first thing these people want to bring up is this sexual assault charge, and I'm like, man, what? Man. Where I'm from, you don't talk bad about the dead, bro.
Nah,
because they not here to defend themselves, so you can't talk bad about them
at all, man, at all. And I just want this to, because it's still crazy that's happened. It's been like over a week now. Just still doesn't seem right. I mean,
and Gayle gave an apology, and she said that the network decided that out of her whole interview that they were gonna they decided to put up the clip about her asking about the sexual assault charges. Gayle, you lost a lot of credibility with me, man. I'm sorry. You didn't even have to ask that question. Yeah. And then you tried to press to get her to say something that she didn't want to say.
Yeah.
And these people calling it good journalism, man, get up out of here. That's hot garbage, brother.
Yeah, that was terrible, man. I don't know. It's just a lot. Just need to
let Kobe rest in peace, man. He was one of the greatest basketball players ever, period. He was a good dad. He was a good wife. Anything else, don't say nothing. I mean, a good husband, don't say nothing else, bro.
Yeah, just let it
ride.
Yeah, I mean, find somebody else.
Find somebody else to jump on.
There's plenty of people out here cheating and doing whatever.
Right,
I mean, go get on them. They still in the moment. Kobe got out the moment and became a better dude. Like, can somebody have some? Can somebody get a what's the word I'm looking for? Can you become a better person and everybody forget and forgive? That's what you're supposed to do if y'all all claiming Christian.
Right.
You're supposed to be forgiving and give a person another chance. So hopefully that blows over pretty quickly and whatever. So
hey, when somebody tell you we need to go get her, don't make us come get you.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you gonna apologize pretty fast to that one.
I told. I mean, Snoop kind of
don't make us come get you.
Snoop was kind of on the line. I was like, we gonna come get you. I'm like, ooh, Snoop, hold on, Snoop. This. You can't make that, and then go
right.
That's like terroristic threat, like jail time.
Yeah, I was like, let me apologize now.
Yeah, because she got the Cadillac King coming, the 6'4" in the crib himself.
Yes,
so
sir.
Another thing that kind of popped up this week, we talked about a couple weeks ago, this change in subjects, about how the Astros were cheating and all that. So, we were thinking like, man, they cheated, stealing signs. I mean, we all know baseball probably steals signs all the time. But yesterday, Mr. Rose decided it's time for me to slide in here. And if you guys are not familiar with Pete Rose, our age group called him at the end when he was a player coach.
Right.
But he was
89.
He was an everyday player. He played catcher, first base. He slid head first.
Yeah. He
ran into the catcher on, when he's rounding third. He was tough nails. And when he went to play a coach, he was coaching and playing, which they don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more.
That's old school right there.
Yep.
So he asked, I guess his publicist or his
lawyer
put out.
Yeah.
He said there can't be one set of rules for Mr. Rose and another for everybody else. Does Pete Rose deserve to get into the Hall of Fame is the question I ask.
Man, if you can cheat and win a World Series, and I mean you cheated and affected the outcome of the game, that's way worse than what Pete Rose did because he betted on his own team and he betted on his own team to win.
He betted on his own team and he's not a billionaire.
Right.
Like he's not a good bettor.
Right. And he bet for them to win. So he didn't do anything to make them lose or think so he could win money. It was to win, and that's what he was gonna do if he didn't bet. So the way I look at this is that Pete, okay, you cheated, you bet, all right, but you didn't affect the outcome of the game, bro. Like this, your betting didn't cause you to be the all-time hit leader and all that different stuff. But the Astros, they cheated and won championships.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, that's way worse than what he did. I mean, you could say Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, all those guys, they use, PEDs to hit the home runs and get the record. Pete played ball and he bet that I would win. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Boxers bet on themselves.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, definitely can.
If you're betting on yourself to win, like if you're betting on yourself to lose, then now you can affect the outcome.
Yeah, and he's probably finally tucking his tail. I know I read, I was reading a little bit depth here. He said in 2004 that he finally admitted that he. Sorry. That's Mark Johnson. I'm sorry. I got my phone on thing. Sorry. On the Bluetooth. So he's more contrite now. I mean, he's older now. I mean, those guys that's got in, some of his boys is gone. He can't even celebrate with them. Some of them passed away,
Right.
And I think he should get in, man, because baseball baseball's a dirty sport.
It really is.
It's a dirty sport. Like, I mean, the steroids are rampant in baseball.
Right. Juiced balls.
Juiced balls.
Cork bats.
Give me another one. This thing the adrenaline before taking amphetamines or something to give them an upper. Like, it's dirty. And even during that time they were making all that money with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire hitting all those home runs. It was baseball at its highest moment. I mean, their highest moment was a cheat.
Exactly.
I mean, when all them home runs getting hit out, yeah, it's good for ratings, but you was cheating, and they turned their head because it's all about the dollar, right?
That's right.
It's all about the dollar.
I think Pete should get in, man. I would vote for him. I mean, the guy.
I think he should too.
I mean, especially now. I mean, with the things that have happened now, how could any of the Astros, no matter what their careers end up being, how could any of them get into the Hall of Fame? That whole team, those coaches, all those are negated to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they definitely were cheating, and I just want him to get in just because it's a good. I mean, that's what you should do, Manfred. If you want to do something that's memorable, man. I know the last time he came to you, he was still betting in Las Vegas. That's the problem too. He
was still betting.
Still betting, but he's not a player. So but at the same time, if he wants to really get in, he got to come in with open. He's already said he's sorry. So now that he's done that, you can't say he's wrong. Is more wrong than them. So
throw Pete in there, man. Give Pete a chance, brother.
We didn't change. Staying with baseball, man. So yesterday or 2 days ago, there was a nice little transition. So the Boston Red Sox decided to trade their best player.
Yep.
And they're one of their best starting pitchers to the Dodgers. The Dodgers automatically is in the forerunner now.
That's right.
To win it. So if they don't win now, there's something wrong with them.
Right.
But I was kind of I was reading the Boston Globe, and the fans was kind of really mixed up. But why? And I was kind of well, why would they trade him if they want to keep up with the Yankees, who just as loaded? Apparently, the owner. They don't want to pay this over the salary cap.
Tired of paying that luxury tax. That's what it is.
Tired of paying $20 million. That's what they were anticipated to be, was $20 million this year.
Yeah, bro.
And that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
And the owner, is he fairly new to the owning?
Oh no.
Williams, John.
It's they got new GM and guys over the operating thing, man. And they've been paying this luxury tax for quite a while now.
$20 million. They said this year they would have been projected to finish nearly $20 million over the luxury contract, over the luxury tax. So and they just shedded $96 million worth of salary.
Yep.
I mean, the Dodgers, they don't care. They gonna pay it.
They gonna pay it.
Yeah,
because they want to win.
Yeah.
And that's what baseball is all about. Do you want to win now or not? And if you do want to win, you got to spend that money to get it.
Oh yeah.
That's what it comes down to. I mean, I think Washington last year was an anomaly in terms of they're not like one of those teams that's over the luxury cap, but they also had to spend a lot of money with Strasburg and the third baseman. They had Rendon and all them guys. I mean, that cost them money. You see, they didn't sign them back.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a rental.
Baseball
is such a big time rental sport.
That's it.
Because they know I don't know how they get. I mean, I know why they get it, because the big teams and the big markets help pay the salaries, but
But the little man will never have a chance.
No.
He don't have any money to do that.
Nah, we got to have revenue sharing. So
Little man don't have a chance.
But so I'm sorry to you Boston fans. I know y'all used to winning up there, but it's slowly crumbling up there, right?
Y'all need to buy some more hats and
maybe the
T-shirts
Celtics
or something.
The Celtics are pretty good, though. I mean, they're pretty good. I don't know what the Bruins doing, but
man, they whole city cheap, bro. Patriots cheap. The Red Sox were cheating. I'm like, man, come on, man.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, got anything else? I'm trying to think of what else we wanted to talk about to open up the show. But this David Price thing is going to be definitely something to David Price and Mookie Betts is going to be fun. I actually want the Dodgers to win. If the Braves don't win, I always cheer for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I always been a Dodger fan too.
Yeah, because I saw
Tony Lasorda was
and
my
Kurt
man.
Russell. I mean, Kurt Gibson and Oral Hershiser. And what was his name?
Who's big boy? Yeah,
Hernandez. Oh yeah, it was good. They had some good teams.
Man, I think back to when the Braves was on TBS and stuff like that.
Day,
man, it's like
the blue uniforms.
It's just like summertime in baseball is just what it's all about, man. So these memories are like always bring warm and fuzzy feelings back to me, man.
When I used to watch the Braves, I'd be over in it was in Northport, but over at my grandma's house in Tuscaloosa off Foster's Ferry, and it's two things she gonna have on at home. It was gonna be the Braves game, which seemed like it came on every day, and then wrestling.
Grandma like wrestling.
My grandma loves some WWE, WCW, and WWE, but
WWF
at the
back
time,
then, baby.
So if you go in the back room, you're going to see her. She might have a little snuff back there. And she sit on the edge of the couch watching Bob Horner hit a home run. Yes, sir. Boy. And watching Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, boy, that's some good times, Yeah, man. So football is over. Baseball's about to begin. So I guess pitchers and them going to be reporting here. They report in March, right?
Nah, it's this month.
So
after the All-Star game,
pitchers and catchers. So it's gonna try to keep touch with the Braves. We're hometown boys here, so we like the Braves. So we'll keep up with them and whatever goes on.
Make sure ain't no more cheating going on.
Definitely. So like I said before when we were starting the show off, I said the off season this year is upon us, but I think it's gonna go by faster because we got the Olympics and we got this new league that's coming up.
Down up.
The XFL.
It's back.
They say it's better. I don't think they took it serious last time. They thought maybe it's, I think Vince was going to make it more like a WWE, kind of scripted. You say this, you say that.
Yeah.
But he kind of focused on some talent. They got some guys in there, Cardell Jones.
Landry Jones.
So my thing is, what can we expect from it? What's different? I think it's going to be a better product because they got real coaches because Stoops is coaching.
Bob Stoops?
Yeah, Stoops is coaching. Okay. He's coaching the Dallas team. I can't remember the other coaches that I saw, but I saw a map today, and they drew a line and it's trying to say who we're supposed to cheer for. So here in Georgia, we're supposed to cheer for the Tampa Bay team.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. That sounds like I'm cheering
Stoops, Jim Zorn, Pep Hamilton, Jonathan Hayes, June Jones is coaching the team.
Wow, June Jones, spread offense.
Norm Chow. Yeah.
So they got some good coaches, so that means they're going to have more quality play. So that's what's going to keep us. Because can they trump? They could just cut into a little bit of NFL, but they're not really cutting into it because they after their season. But they definitely can give us an alternative to watch. So
I don't know, Kev. It's all about the quality of the game. It's almost like Canadian football. You try to watch the game and the rules are different, and you like, what the hell is this? The field longer, like what's going? The guy running before the ball, like what is this? And I think a league that's going to compete with the NFL needs to truly be football. Just it may be a little subtle differences, such as we're not going to review pass interference like the NFL, or something like that. But when you start getting gimmicks and stuff like that, to me, that takes away from the game. It takes away from, what football to be. I don't understand why they just can't play football.
I don't either, but they got a couple little weird rules there. I was going to pull those rules up here. Let's cut to it. So the kickoffs are a little bit different. What I read was, and I might be just quoting this wrong, you kick it off, and if you down it before, Marcus is pulling it up. He kind of got the rules on there. If you run into the end zone and down it before they tackle you, you can get the ball at the 35-yard line. Is that correct?
So it says that if the ball is kicked into the end zone and is down, it's a major touchback, and the ball will be placed at the return side 30-yard line.
Okay.
If the ball bounces in bounds and then out of the end zone or is down in the end zone, the ball is placed at the 15-yard line.
So it's better, more. So if you make it bounce and go out, you get it even closer to the more negative.
So if the ball bounces and it rolls into the end zone, then it's 15. You go to the 15.
Okay.
Basically, what they're trying to make you do is run the ball.
Okay.
out.
Okay. That's it. So no more catching and downing and not. Okay, I understand that. That's gonna be a little unsafe, but
Yeah, I know, though.
yeah. Because that's why they stopped that. Because that's a full head of steam, a grown man running at you. You know, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, so another thing on it, the PATs. The PATs are you can get 1, 2, or 3 points based on where you kick the PAT from.
The 2 to 5 of the 10.
So if you down like 5, was it how many points you get?
1, 2, or 3.
So if you down like 3, 2,
you can kick from the 10.
and if you down 3, you can go down to the 50 and kick it from the 50. I mean, or the 45 or 40. That would be nice. I don't know. I gotta see how that's gonna play out.
Me too, man.
But that'll help. I mean, I think that'll help. That's kind of like the, that 4-point shot they want to put in the league.
Yeah,
that 4-point shot.
That's true.
So that's pretty
that
cool.
4-pointer.
So then they also can do double forward passes. So that means you can throw it forward as long as you don't cross the
line
of scrimmage, which that's gonna mess up because you gotta think I think those guys, everybody's played football, they know it's gotta be a lateral. Like people gonna stop and like, wait,
Right. What you doing?
Yeah, you're gonna get the deep ball. So that should be cool. And the last thing I think is really good is all official crews will have one or more ladies on the team. So
that's what's up.
That's pretty good that they're including the ladies because ladies like football just as much as us. So,
but you see what I mean, though, with just these few rules. Now you got to figure out what the new rule is. You sitting there, you just watching football. You're like, what the heck they doing? Yeah. I mean, it just takes away from pure. I'm gonna turn the volume down and just watch the plays, and I know what's going down. If a dude throw forward, they finna tackle him, or he about to score. One of the two.
They got to have a computer out there to concentrate everything.
Yeah, I just think this is once again a ploy, man. I wish they make an alternative summer league, just straight like a D league for the NBA, man, and just let these guys play
fresh out,
NFL D league. You know, get the Atlanta Thrashers or something.
Hey man, that's like that. Was that semi-pro game we went to up in Gwinnett when they?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's free football. There's no such thing as that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what's going on. It's also gonna be offered on DraftKings, so we definitely gotta watch.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's gonna be on DraftKings. So
can't get
away
from
we gonna watch it. We gonna be playing DraftKings. Ooh, we got Cardale Jones at quarterback.
He going for deep.
I'm trying to tell you, throw it deep. So that's gonna be cool. So
when they start up?
Saturday.
Oh yeah. They got 4 games on Saturday.
So we cheering for Tampa Bay. So who Tampa Bay supposed to be playing?
Tampa Bay is playing the New York Guardians.
That's so Guardians, y'all in trouble. So come to Tampa Bay. What are they?
Vipers.
The Vipers. The Vipers coming to get you.
They actually on main TV. They're on Fox. And
that's how the FAMU people be doing.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Get out of here, dog.
Yeah, that's their snake because it's supposed to be.
It's kind of lame.
Hey, it's a lot of FAMU people out there. They'll beat us up.
I'm just saying. I ain't never seen that.
They got a really big band, and they they be hazing folks. So I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them.
They gonna beat us up.
FAMU band members. I'm scared of them. So, but so today really was, and we've been procrastinating on it. Today was really about the NFL and all the stuff, NBA and all the stuff that was kind of going on. So it was a busy day. I sat in front of the computer, and of course I don't have it on there, but I'll get it. You can chat it up. I sat in front of the computer, and between 1 and 2, it was crazy. It was super
My phone
crazy.
almost died, y'all. I got all kind of notes tonight just from so much happened today, man.
Okay.
I was just like, what's going on?
So I'll let you go first as I add these on here so you can see them. But who you think won the trade party today?
Well, the team that probably is going to, I guess, receive the most assistance for what they got is probably going to be the Clippers. And not offensively, but more on a defensive level with Morris being able to match up, giving them another body to throw, I guess, against LeBron or whatever come playoffs.
Because LeBron, and when they go to the bench, it kind of really
drops off pretty good, don't it?
So what you're talking about is the Marcus Morris trade. So there we go. So
yeah, I think that's going to help the Clippers and be impactful to the Clippers the most. I think.
So
everybody
will
else
he start? Will he start?
No, I think he's gonna come off the bench after looking at their roster. I think he's gonna come off the bench, man, and he may eventually start.
He's a proven winner for sure.
But a lot of
he's
these
tough. That's why I like him. He's tough.
But you didn't see a lot of movement of big names today. Like you didn't see what we've seen in the past, and I think I saw a lot of salary cap dumps too. Trying to get some guys off the roster, off the payroll.
Well, who you think got the shaft the most today?
Ooh,
you know who it is already. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know it. I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
God.
They did him wrong, man. They did him wrong, bro. He didn't give him all them years, and then they do that to him, man. I'm trying to pull it up right here. Here we go. I got it.
Man, how you go from doo-doo to doo-doo? I mean, that's just
this trade
terrible,
between
dog.
It doesn't make anybody better.
Nobody.
Maybe I'm glad the Hawks didn't get him because he would ask for $100 million, and we got Clint Capella today, a couple days before we first started out, which is only $51 million. So that helps us a lot and gives us still a lot of room. And we kept our core together, so that's what.
Drummond scoring 17.8, rebounding 15.8, and what Cleveland gave them was less than that by combined of those two. I mean, Cleveland, I guess if you had to pick a winner, they won. I mean, they got more scoring, more rebounding for one person than they have for two.
But what are they going to do with Tristan Thompson? That's what I'm saying. Like, he can't start no more.
I think that they made a salary dump. They clearing some space, man. I think they're going to make some looking into the future now.
So he wanted to get out, but I thought after I saw Drummond get traded, I was like, oh, Thompson must be right behind that because that just makes the most sense. But didn't happen that way.
Nah, it must be some money. They owe him too much or something like that.
Yeah,
couldn't make an even swap.
Yeah, so hey, that's how the NBA goes. No
but
friends
I mean,
in the
this
NBA.
is
no friends in the NBAs. So the next one we got here was Robert Covington and some picks went to the Rockets, and Dedmon is coming back to the Hawks. I like the Dedmon pickup. I don't know why they got so many centers, but the Hawks been getting out rebounded, so I'm sure that's why the move was there.
Yeah.
I don't know how Skal Labissiere is going to fit in. He got traded too. We got a slide for him, but there's no need to really put him up. But Houston's I was listening to Eddie and Justin Termini, what's his Termini? Eddie and Termini on XM, and Eddie said we don't know why Houston's doing this, but this move has only been done once, and only one team has ever won the title playing like that.
That's right.
And they didn't play like that. They only play like that when it was time.
When they had to.
Yeah, because Bogut started for the Golden State Warriors. He started the game. They always had a big man in the game.
Right.
But then they'll go to the Hamptons lineup and kind of close you out. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what PJ Tucker's gonna do.
I don't either, man.
I'm sure his minutes is up already. He play at 10:30. I'm gonna have to catch that one a little
10:30.
bit. So he's going
Covington. Man, this guy, he even added nothing to the team.
No.
So y'all picking up these guys. I mean, what is he gonna add to your team, bro? Nothing.
I don't know what he's gonna do, bro.
I think the Rockets just screwed them. I think they have a desperate owner who want to try to win some kind of way. He hadn't been able to win the past couple of years, so he just going for broke.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Shoot all the threes you can. They shot 50. Was it 53 threes the other day or something like that?
They are a number ball team for sure.
Like 20 out of 53, dog.
Definitely a number ball team.
I said, what?
Definitely. So this is my winner of the whole trade thing. I think the Miami Heat did really well. Got another slide with number one. They got Andre Iguodala, who hadn't played an ounce of basketball in a year and a half. Almost. Healed up. Sitting, he never even came to Memphis, so he stayed in the Golden State area.
Right.
They pick up Crowder and Hill, but did they move Crowder today? No, Crowder came with him. Yeah. So, and he got an extension, a $30 million.
Oh, he sure did for 2 years.
And he's going to a state with no tax.
Yep.
Man, that's like
come up retirement.
That's like the guy. What's the Spanish guard that came to the Hawks for a week or two, a game or two, and then he got traded. Had to buy him out.
Yeah.
Dark hair. He played with Ricky Rubio and all that.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, he remember how he said how much money he made? He got traded twice.
Yeah.
He made in like 2 days how much he made. It's crazy. But I think this is Iguodala's the one that's going to help glue the rest of the Heat are together. You can't beat them at home. They only lost like, what, 9 times now. They lost the other day, so it's like 9 times. It's like 20-8 at one point. So they're tough at home, but Iguodala's, he can defend. He's like Jimmy without the shots.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key is the defensive part because they running the zone right now and they need to tighten up on that man-to-man. I think this is going to be a case of them managing him, man, throughout the rest of the season because he's 36 years old. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know if he's going to be able to give you, 25, 30 minutes every night, every game. So if you want him for the playoffs. So this could be a game changer come playoffs because, looking at Boston and Toronto and the 76ers and those guys and the Bucks, I mean, you put that X factor out there on Chris Middleton.
Well, that's why I think they got him because they need to throw some bodies at Giannis. I mean,
yeah, they do.
And I always said Iguodala got the quickest hands in the game. He'll strip anybody going up. So, hey, he's got a lot of rest, and he coming off. I think that's going to be a good look.
I agree. Good look. And I think Capella is a big upgrade for the Hawks just in terms of he's going to rebound and be a presence in the middle.
And we go to Hawks games. We see it.
The Hawks can shoot.
They can score with you.
They can't rebound, man. The other team gets so many second chance points. Mm-hmm. And if they only had somebody who was just that dog down there getting all the rebounds, mm-hmm. I think it's going to be hard to stop them, man. And I think Capella might be the one.
And that's a good point here for me to come in and talk about the Hawks. I know not a lot of y'all. I'm a Bulls fan. Marcus is a Laker fan.
All
but
day,
we live in Atlanta, and we cheer for the Hawks. Like, this is not the normal Hawks team that we used to. They're trying to make moves to build a product, so that crowd can't be as biased as it is now. It's getting better now. They stand up and cheer. Now, I mean, the good old, the power teams, the Lakers, the Knicks, Celtics, and the Bulls. Those fans gonna be everywhere because all of Chicago down here, all of Detroit. Now, I mean, those games gonna be like that. New York's down.
New York, yeah.
But I think that Atlanta's doing it in the right way. They kept the core because if they would have traded all them young boys, that would have been a fire. I mean,
terrible.
There would have been some defaulting like what's going on at the Georgia or at the Mercedes-Benz. No people defaulting on those ticket things.
Right.
So we gonna stay tuned and see how Iguodala. He said his weight was down, so he's probably like vegan or something. So he got to get some weight on, and of course you got to get in basketball shape. That's
it's gonna take a minute.
Good luck. And the other big trade that took place today that you knew it had to happen.
Yeah.
When I watched him play, I was like, how's that gonna work with? He clogging the lane up, like Golden State side to side, catch and shoot.
Right.
So Russell got moved to the Timberwolves, and Wiggins, his time is up. Wiggins is not a team leader.
No.
He needs to be somewhere where he is not dependent to make the stop. He just needs to play within the offense, and I think that's a good team to go because. Golden State, they got some room to move now. Bob Myers made a move today that allowed them. They're going to try to either get I'm sure they can get the boy from Memphis, Wiseman in the draft, or I don't know if the Jonathan, what's his name, up in Georgia.
He coming out.
Yeah, he coming out. So they got some talent in that way, but also they got room. They can sign them a Giannis. They can do anything. I don't think Giannis will do that because he's old school in that term. But I was thinking if Russell stayed there, I was thinking they're gonna go for Cat at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I thought about time, but
it was an even trade. I mean, 23.6 for 22.4. Get 5 more rebounds. I mean, 2 more rebounds out of Wiggins than you do Russell, but you get 3 more assists with Russell than you do with Wiggins.
But Russell's more aggressive, though.
I think what you said is exactly right. I think Russell will fit better with Minnesota try to be the man.
They never had a guard like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they had Marbury, but it was too intense.
Not like this, man.
Yeah, this boy can fill it up.
And I'm happy for him because, what he came from with the 76ers and all that and his injuries and things like that,
who he came in with first?
He went first to the
Lakers, right?
Who?
Russell.
D'Angelo Russell?
I thought he got drafted by the Lakers first.
No, he got drafted by who I just said.
Said 76ers. I thought it was
remember he was the number 1 pick.
That was Fultz.
That's right.
Yeah, that was Fultz. That's what I was like. I thought he got drafted by the Lakers.
Russell, where did he go?
Lakers, I thought. He went to the Lakers first.
Really?
And then he got traded to Brooklyn, and then he came to Warriors and back. So I saw a little slide thinking about Isaiah Thomas getting traded today. They showed a picture of some people. They all had water bottles, and you know how you sit around the table and they were sliding across. They said, "Hi, Isaiah Thomas's career field." They just sliding the bottles.
Oh man,
that's terrible.
That's low down.
So I thought that was a good move. Speaking of that, I thought Isaiah was gonna get with Doc, and it was going, they was gonna use him, and he can be on a contender. But that didn't work out. It got let go little bit after the trade. They released him. So I don't know what's.
They let him go?
Yeah, they let him go. Like after they made the trade, maybe like 30 minutes later, they said.
I thought so, man, because the guy, they had too many guards. And I was like, where he going to play?
Landry, I don't know. Wait, that's what I was thinking. Another little trade that went on was Jordan McRae going to Denver. Denver, I think, is already ready.
Yeah.
They just need maybe because Gary Harris is really a defender.
Yeah.
Gary Harris is the shooting guard for Denver. So he gets hot sometimes, but he's not hot enough.
Right.
So they needed that. And Napier, he wasn't going to work out. They got a million guards. Because remember, Napier got traded to Denver.
That's right.
And then they sent him to the Wizards. So,
right.
You know, he's him and Isaiah Thomas. I mean, I think he's more aggressive than Isaiah and they same player.
Yeah, he's
same player. Jordan McRae can fill it up.
Yeah, he can.
The volunteer Jordan McRae. So that's a kind of quick synopsis of what happened today. I was wondering who's going to have the best effect. Does this make the Clippers with their Marcus Morris signing? Does that make them tougher?
I think it gives them that extra body to go up against LeBron them, and you know, it's always to have some fresh legs against that monster. And I think that, you know, it putting them a little bit closer to the Lakers. Not quite there, I don't think, because we truly hadn't seen AD take over like he's going to go on a run here probably after the All-Star break, man.
Yeah, AD hadn't done – I mean, he had a
He in L.A., man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, it's a great city. I mean, you know, like I was just thinking like Iguodala's going to Miami.
Right.
Gorgie Jang is leaving Minnesota to go to Miami. You know, he was like, yes, get me on the boat.
Thank you.
I saw when Marcus Morris got drafted, and he sent a tweet to the Clippers Twitter page, said, y'all just got y'all a dog.
Yeah, I saw that. I
said, boy, this guy's crazy. So
good luck to him.
Good luck.
See.
I'm gonna see. I don't think because the playoff time, that's when the real basketball starts.
That's right.
That's when the fouls stop getting called, and you got to make a play.
You sure do.
So we didn't have football, so we couldn't have a middle break to talk about some drink. But it's time to talk about some drink.
Hey, y'all.
Southern Prohibition Brewing.
Out of the great state of Mississippi in the
Mississippi
of Hattiesburg, y'all.
Hattiesburg.
I was like, this from Mississippi?
If you better not drink this and drive through Hattiesburg and get pulled over.
No, don't do that.
What's the town right before Hattiesburg? The one with the crazy left turn on the freeway.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't think. My accounting guys from that town.
Laurel.
Laurel.
Right.
Y'all ever been driven down to New Orleans, coming down 65? Is that 65?
No, it's
59,
20.
59, 20. Yeah. And you get into this town called Laurel. It's like you just driving normal highway speed, and all of a sudden the highway just turns complete left, like almost 90 degrees.
Sure does.
And the funny part is, where it is, it's a hospital right there. So if you crash through the little barricade, you gonna land in the emergency room. So
well, hey,
gotta slow down. So talk about this beer, Marcus.
Well, Super Bowl Sunday, needed to bring some beer, and I looked in the case and I saw this beast all with the moon behind him. I said, man, he looked like he trying to bust up out of here or something. Altered Beast IPA. I said, this got to be good. So without even reading about it or anything, I picked it up, man. And it's a real smooth drink taste, man. It really surprised me. It says it contains lactose, so if you're lactose intolerant,
milk, don't do this one.
It's pretty good, man. It has a little bit of a citrus backing on it, coming out of it. But it's 6.1. It's another one of my sipping IPAs. This is the one that you're sitting at the house on a summer night and you want to have a couple beers. You can have a couple of these and be good.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you guys should really try it out, man. It was.
So is this what's the word I'm looking for? Remember the video game from back in the day on what was that thing called? Genesis. Remember the game called Altered Beast?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is this a violation or something, Sega?
Kev, I was thinking the same thing, brother.
Remember Altered Beast? Yeah. You get a couple of, I don't know what the little things, and he turned into the monster, and you can start throwing fire, and that was a good game. So I'm gonna crack it with you.
This is some good brews. I'm just keeping it real.
Lactose. What makes it got lactose in it though?
I got to look on the website. I'm not sure, but it's pretty tasty.
Tastes pineapple-y.
Yeah, got citrus in there.
That's pretty good. That's a good one. I like that. I like the can.
Yeah, the can's cool.
We got a machine putting a sticker on it. It's not something that's sublimized on there.
Look, when you're going out shopping for beers, don't be afraid to try something new. I know we Heineken, Corona, Miller Lite, Bud Light.
I like Miller Lite. Highlight I like the what you call it?
Champagne.
Champagne. I like the gold one.
But y'all have to really try some of these craft beers, man. I'm to the point now where that's all I look for in the store, and it's expanding. Hattiesburg, Mississippi got a brewery. Come on.
Hey man, you get you some space and some
hops.
heat, some hops and some heat. You make that.
Make you some beer, man.
So yeah, that's a good beer. Y'all try it out. I'm going to sit here and drink this with Marcus.
Hattiesburg.
Cause I hope it ain't raining this weekend, so I can play some golf. My wife's going to San Francisco to see her family, so play me some golf.
Play some golf, huh?
Yeah. Any feel good stuff? Anything good?
Man, I want to give a shout out to Pace Academy, Coach White, man. I don't know if you saw that clip,
actually,
man.
let me tell you a funny story. Remember, I used to be an 8th grade teacher at Bunch Middle School. You remember?
Yeah.
So my co-teacher, Sharman White.
Get out of here.
Yes.
No, he was, man.
He coached the basketball team.
So I'm going to take it even further. His daughter in Atlanta in the same class.
Oh, wow. That's cool. You pull that up. We'll find that. Tell me where. I saw that yesterday. I think it's on his Instagram.
Yeah, it is.
So what he's referring to is, go ahead and tell the story.
So Coach White decided that, for the last home game, senior night, they have a senior manager, couple names you call him, water boy, ball boy, whatever. But he's basically the guy that keeps up with all the equipment, makes sure all the uniforms picked up, washed. That's just the job of the manager of the team. So he's a senior, and Coach White decided that on the senior night, last home game, you're going to suit up. So he showed first on his Instagram page that the announcement to him and how happy he was that he get a chance to put on the uniform and get in the the layup line and do all that stuff, man. He was crunk. So they went in the game pretty handily and doing their thing.
Ready?
And this is what happens at the end of Pace Academy's game.
Okay, we're going to blow that up and let y'all see it. Let's hope it.
All right. Now,
this is Coach Sharman right here.
This man has been faithful, more faithful than anybody I know. He's been great. So we're gonna reward you senior night. You dressing out with a senior night.
So that's awesome. That's good. That's good. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. So after he's found out he's gonna be in the senior game, here's the game.
So this guy, end of the game, he ain't played the whole game. Coach White finally gets him in the game. And he gets in the game, and they take the ball out, and he gets the ball. And this is what happens at the end of the game.
Slippery.
Money time. And the crowd goes wild, everybody.
Oh, man, a senior, man. That is dope, man.
But what makes this even more special is the score was 81-47. It's not like he scored to win the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
So shouts out to the manager, man, the ball manager.
Definitely, I just like to watch it one more time. Pull up. Wet.
Money.
Wet time. That's definitely dope. So, that's good.
That's crazy, man. How is
that?
that? It's 6 degrees of separation, man.
Well, that was. You know what?
you-
At that time, he had 2 points. I read it. He had 5 points in that game, so he must have hit like a layup.
must have
or some
played
free
some more,
throws,
huh?
Yeah, but that's how you end the career. So that young guy, he's going to Notre Dame
Okay.
to go pursue, I think, business or something like that. So that's a
You'll
that's a
never
nice.
forget that, man.
Oh yeah, and Pace. If y'all don't know Pace, that's where Wendell Carter Jr. that plays for the Bulls came out of. And
Yeah.
Coach Sharman, he won how many titles at Ellenwood?
Cedar Grove.
Cedar Grove.
Tons.
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, they named the court out to him this past year.
Yeah, he won. He won that thing a lot, and then he got hired by USA Basketball and Georgia State. Stayed
Yeah.
at Georgia State a while, and I guess when
He's-
Coach Coach left.
Well, his wife said that he missed the mentorship
he's
of
definitely
high school. So
definitely. He's a good
he
guy.
wanted to get back into high school. So
He's definitely a good guy. Here's a picture of
yeah,
Coach.
that's his wife. This is his daughter Samani.
Let me put that on there for y'all. Let y'all see him. He's a
One
good
of my
guy.
daughter's good friends. So
That's Coach
that's
White.
kind of crazy, brother.
Yeah, man. It's Coach White. Y'all follow him on Facebook. He's Coach S. White, Sharman White, but it's just do Coach S. White. He puts a quote up there all the time. If you can see it, he looks pretty inspirational to those young guys.
Yeah,
As you see, we got things on there like if God puts God in front of you, he believes there's a David in you. You see? So that's stuff that's pretty powerful.
yeah.
So, I got a good story. So at the Super Bowl party, I got to KJ's mom, Denise, her brother came, Ben, and I hadn't hung out with him for real in a long time. But today I looked on Facebook and he, Ben has a son named BJ, his first kid. He's got 3 of them.
Yeah.
And he's always 4. He said that, hey man, I'm trying to, get BJ. I'm trying to, be the sole parent. I was like, oh, okay. I know he's been going through some stuff. And today I turn on the Facebook and he puts a picture up with him driving in the car with his daughters. And I just want y'all to see this story and see kind of how this kind of plays out here. Hold on a second.
Sometimes I'm going to be excited about something. Hey everybody, it's me. Hi.
You're so
Okay.
silly. You're so silly. But yeah, so the judge said I could have BJ.
Oh, yes! Yes! When?
That's genuine.
I'm gonna probably have to go pick him up today, but you can't be there because it's not gonna be good, and you guys gotta be strong for him because it's gonna be a hard situation. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So you will see your brother. He will be with us.
I keep my eyes.
Hey
That
man,
was awesome. That was awesome.
man, got
man.
the little girls crying in the
Oh,
back,
yeah.
man. Come on,
and that
man.
little, and she can, man, know every song,
Really?
dance and do all of it. Just know every song. It's definitely.
I'm still tripping. This
London
Ben,
and Brooklyn,
This
that's
is
the names.
Ben, brother.
Ben Johnson. Yeah,
Ben Johnson.
Ben, I want to tip my hat to you, brother.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you know how like they talk about Kobe Bryant. I can say you like a Kobe Bryant. Young. We all make mistakes and
Right.
stuff, but man, each mistake you learn from it, and
That's
like
right.
man, you like one of the best dads that I know, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
Ben taught me about going on Facebook, just go to the events and just see what's going on that day. Ben,
Oh, wow.
Ben just had the girls be like, let's see what's on Facebook, and they might find something. He went to a slime party one day. I was like, man, why you ain't tell me? I want to go to the slime party. So keep up the good work, Ben. We're
man.
really proud.
Ben, we proud of you, brother.
We don't show bad stuff on our show.
Nah.
We show the positive in people, no matter your color, whatever. If you're doing good, we love it.
That's right, man.
Me and Marcus, we were pretty straightforward, straight shooter guys. He probably keeps me more in line than I keep him in line. But keep doing that. We're going to hopefully people have more stories that we just randomly fall upon,
Yeah.
and we can put it up there. I actually text Ben and asked, is it okay I put it on there? He's like, oh, for sure. So probably tonight he's got BJ at home with him and all his girls, and they all just, loving and watching movies or whatever. And I can't wait to see you, BJ.
That's what's up, BJ. Welcome to the fold, brother.
Yes, sir. Come have some fun with us. So
Yeah, man.
I ain't got nothing else, man.
Me either, man.
We
Next
gonna
week
drink
is
this
gonna be
beer.
be a lot of good stuff to talk about next week. We'll be apart next week, but we definitely got some heavy hitting topics.
Oh
man.
yeah, you're going up out of town.
Yeah,
Oh, our first super remote.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get ready to talk about this fight coming up next week.
An
This
All-Star weekend is
an
2 weeks.
All-Star weekend.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2
okay.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So
So I got nothing else, man.
Neither,
But I
man.
do know this is the Bright Idea Sports Show, though.
thank y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.